My name is Ricky Bobby, and today, me, my beautiful sons, Walker and Texas Ranger, are going to explain to you how energy flows through an ecosystem. But first, let me tell you a little about myself. I wake up every morning and I piss excellence. I mean, nobody can hang with my stuff. I'm just a big, hairy American winning machine. And when it comes to racing, I'm on top of the food.
Alright, when it comes to the flow of energy through an ecosystem, one thing you need to know is the basics of the trophic pyramid, aka the energy pyramid. On the first level, you got your producers. Second level, you got your primary consumers. Then you got your secondary consumers. Then you got your tertiaries. Alright, in a trophic pyramid, energy flows throughout the pyramid in a certain way that you need to learn. It does, don't it, Ryan?
It does.
It does. Alright, 10% of the energy that one level gets, it gets 10% of its energy from the level directly below it. So the primary consumers gets 10% of its energy from the producers. The secondary consumers gets 10% of its energy from the primary consumers. And the tertiaries, they get 10% of their energy from the secondary consumers. Also, another thing you need to know is they get 1% of their energy from the level that is 2 levels below it. For example, your secondary consumers gets 1% of their energy, energy from the producers. The tertiaries get 1% of their energy from the primary consumers. Cut.
Good job, Walker. Pause if needed. Hello again. I'm going to explain to you carnivores, omnivores, and herbivores. Carnivores, they're the men, the masculine ones. They eat meat and meat only, and that's why they're on top of the food chain. And then we have the omnivores. They eat meat and plants. They're kind of feminine and manly at the same time. Then, last but not least, we have the herbivores. They eat plants and plants only. Basically, they're the pansies.
Yep,
Plain and simple.
they're pansies.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right, son.
Alright, last but not least, today we're going to be explaining to you the difference between a food chain and a food web, which you will see later.
We are.
Yeah, we are. Alright, right here we got a food chain. Food chain shows the direct flow of energy through an ecosystem. It shows the direct flow of one organism to the next in an ecosystem. Such you got your coyote here, it eats the lizard eats the scorpion eats the ants, and the ants eats the cactus. Alright, and also these arrows on the food chain, you can see it as something more simple, such as a Pac-Man. You know, Pac-Man eats a little food. See, this arrow is opened up toward the lizard because this coyote eats the lizard. It's opened up toward the scorpion because the lizard eats the scorpion, and so on.
Pause if needed.
Alright, now right here, we got us the food web. The food web is similar to the food chain in many various ways.
It is.
The difference in the food web and the food chain, the food web is basically many food chains networked into one big just diagram of energy flow.
Yep.
See, the food web, it shows how a consumer can eat and be eaten by many various things. For example, you got the polar bear, it eats the Arctic fox, it eats the seal. It eats both of them. The seal, it eats the fish. Well, the seal only eats fish, alright? Alright, the snowy owl, it eats the Arctic hare, the fish, and the lemon. I don't know what that is. And, you know, the Arctic fox, or the Arctic hare, eaten by the snowy owl. The Arctic fox, everything.
Pause if needed. Thank you fine folks for coming out to watch my video. That about sums it up. I want to say a special thank you to my sponsors, Powerade, Fig Newton, and most importantly, Wonder Bread. And if you ever want to see me again, just meet me at the racetrack. Drive safe, America.
Alright, so now, right here, we got the food web. It's very similar to the food chain in many various ways. My man Ryan.
Alright, read that. You never know, man. Dude, like three of these things are broken. I don't know how. On the inside. I don't see how it's possible to break those. Huh. See what I'm talking about, dog?
Yeah.
Broke. That's broken.
Alright, so now we're going to explain to you the food web. It's similar to the food chain in various ways, but it's also different in various ways. Morgan, I'm gonna kill you.
Hey guys, it's Ethan. I just want to say hey, and I miss everybody back at Moore County. I'll catch y'all later.